Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and y'all, we are back again with more Cienie. Ooh, my god, I've been waiting for this one. Okay, so last time we left, the 4 bands of idiots are stuck in Cuamino. No! My save file got corrupted. Well, anyway, so last time we left off, these 4 idiots ventured to Cuamino, and now it looks like they're being pursued by the men in black. And Corel was drunkenly attacking Marcus. So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. My muscles tense. I stay crouched in a frozen posture as the forest noise peters out for an unknown amount of time. Despite that, my heart keeps hammering against my chest. Why is the wolf here? Were we followed? There are 2 other men standing beside him. Although it's hard to make out their appearances, I'm sure one of them is the deer from Anna's shop as well. What could they be doing here? David brushes up against my sleeve, leaning forward as he squints at the group. Isn't that the wolf we saw the other day? I'm not sure what David sees as he stares into my eyes, but his own expression shifts. Where there was worry, now I can see a struggle with what appears to be curiosity playing out. He turns his head back to the wolf, muttering to himself. What's he doing here so late? Psst, guys, we should go. Hold on a sec. I exchanged a surprised look with Aliash. After all his complaining, his sudden reluctance to sneak away from the potential danger is odd. Just go ahead, you two. We'll catch up in a moment. We'll be quick, I promise. Aliash gives us both a pained look before nodding and tugging at Raymond's sleeve. The pair slowly back away into the darkness. David, meanwhile, moves closer and whispers in my ear, his eyes darting between the wolf and me. Did you overhear them saying why they're here? No, but I'm pretty curious now. I observe the wolf talking to his lackey, though it's difficult to make out what they're saying. They sure don't look like they're playing around. I grab his incessant muzzle shut. Shh, just let me listen. David struggles to free his mouth from the grip of my hand. I point to the direction of our car, signaling him to go. He doesn't, staying perched next to me even after I let go of his maw. But at least he stays quiet. The wolf and one of his men finally begin to move in the direction of the administration building. The 2 of us start creeping after them, but it only takes us several steps before David steps on a twig, snapping it loudly. Of course, no reaction from the men ahead. Guess we got lucky. David probably can't see my annoyed expression in the dark as I grab him by the arm and pull him closer. Just go back to the car and leave this to me. Wait, are you sure? Yes, hurry up. David hesitates as I let go, but quickly shuffles away. I turn my attention back to the wolf's group as they stand at the entrance to the building. Care of some tourists? I cup one of my ears towards their direction. It's still hard to hear them, but at least I can recognize that voice. It's definitely the deer. Flip, you and I are gonna check inside. This whole place gives me the fucking creeps. Then be quick. Sorry, boss. The car's light strikes the 2 tall figures as they walk in front of it, casting long shadows that stretch towards the concrete. My guess was correct. They're the wolf and the deer from earlier. I take out my phone and snap a picture of the car's plates, making sure the flash is off. Then, I reposition to the left to get all 3 men into frame. As I sneak in another shot, the wolf turns around. What's up, boss? Getting spooked too? Shut it. He raises his snout and sweeps the woods with his gaze. Shit! I remain still as a statue. As he turns in my direction, it seems like we actually lock eyes for a second. But I know there's no way he should be able to see me, and after a long, painful moment, he turns back to his henchmen. Let's keep moving. Only as they disappear from view do I realize that I've been holding my breath and let out a gasp. With that, all the tension in my joints seemed to drain away. Okay, quick side tangent here. That's a proper way to express that phrase. How many times have we been assaulted with the whole "I let out a breath I didn't know I've been holding"? Like, that is such an overused phrase, and it drives me crazy. So hearing it worded like that is a lot better. Do I realize that I have been holding my breath and let out a gas? Okay, see? That's a proper way to say it. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Anyway, going after the wolf now would be very stupid. Even if a part of me thinks that I should try. If it were just me, then maybe, but I still have my friends to worry about. I take several steps back, taking it slow, before turning to run through the woods, back to David's car. It doesn't take me long to catch up with the others. The three of them are crouched behind a thick bush. There you are. Shh! I quickly cut my muzzle and look in the direction David's pointing. A lanky figure leans against the side of David's car, smoking a cigarette. The lit ember seems almost bright against the shadowy surroundings. He's gotta be with the wolf. This is not good. Tom, what do we do? I don't know. We could wait until he leaves, but there's no guarantee that he'll do so soon. Maybe one of us could distract him somehow? That would mean one of us risking ourselves, though. Maybe I should go talk to him. Say I was taking a piss. That's a crazy idea, and you know it. You got a better option? Eli's idea may work, but it's too risky. There's no way he will buy it. We're too far from the main road. We're all here because of me, so the choice is obvious. I'm going... No. I'm the one who caused this mess. I'll deal with it. Worst case scenario, just call the police. The three of them give me terrified looks, but they don't say anything. Which is good, because I don't want to argue with any of them right now. David, your car key. Okay? Be careful, Tom. David pulls the key out of his jacket and places it in my palm. We then both nod at each other. I'm always careful. Are you sure about that? I stand up, giving Raymond a wink, and head out of the woods towards the ominous figure. A middle-aged eagle in dark gray clothing stands before me. The cigarette flickers as he takes a long drag. Hey, can I help you? I try to keep it as casual as possible, even as I feel a tension build with every step. Oh, there you are. Shit, did he already know? No. There's no way he figured we were following him. An idea springs to mind. Quickly, I pull out my phone, trying to look as confused as possible. Yeah, sorry, I was taking a leak. He shoots me a suspicious glance, arms crossed. Yeah? This might backfire hard. So you want to stay out here or do it in the car? Oh! Okay. What? His composed demeanor fades, and he stares at me, visibly flustered over my question. Bid did 79? I've been waiting for 20 minutes. He stares blankly at me, mouth agape. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how. I love this. I love this game so much. I'm so glad I'm reading this again. Oh my god. I've missed this. Thought you weren't coming. Not like this would be the first time somebody changed their mind, I guess. Come on, let's get comfortable. As he finally realizes what's going on, the eagle smirks before spitting his cigarette out with a loud sputter. I ain't your hookup. I notice a tinge of Russian accent in his speech. I'm not doing a Russian accent. Fuck off with that. Listen, Ben, Armored, love you both, but I'm not doing that. Oh. He scans me from head to toe. I cover my chest as if I were actually naked. So why are you here then? Definitely not the same reason as you. Okay, I thought maybe you're also... I'm not one of your friends. Whoa! Oh, well, he's Russian, that tracks. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have assumed. This your car? Yeah. I suggest you keep moving. This place is dangerous. I'm tempted to ask why, but I shouldn't push my luck. Oh, okay. Sorry. Just get your ass out of here. Alright. Sorry for the trouble. He mutters something that sounds like a familiar slur under his breath before walking towards the direction of Cormino. I get in the car and plug the key into the ignition. With a firm twist, the engine roars to life. My sweaty palms grip the steering wheel. I start to recall what Marcus had taught me about driving. With a slow press of the pedal, the car begins to cruise. A gentle left turn takes the car back onto the asphalt road. I scan the area to ensure that the eagle and his mates aren't around. Once the coast is clear, I signal to the rest of the gang by blinking my headlights. Aliash and the rest jump out of their hiding spot and dash towards the car. I step out of the car to let David drive. Finally, we speed off into the night. Wait a minute, he's like my age but he doesn't know how to drive? Tom. Tomek. Buddy. Honey. Sweetie. Really? Damn, that was an Oscar-worthy performance. David laughs after hearing me explain how I managed to trick the eagle into leaving. Alish and Raymond, on the other hand, huff audibly as if they were tired or annoyed as I explained how I know the wolf. Yet throughout the whole explanation, I did not mention to them anything about the connection between the wolf and Otto. Not that I know much myself. I'll have to ask Otto to tell me more about the wolf. I don't like that the eagle knows how I look. Hopefully that was our one and only encounter. Contacting Otto tomorrow would be a smart thing to do. Yakub might be interested too. Hey, Raymond. We're gonna drop you off first, okay? I'll show you the way. We stay silent for a while after Raymond gives David the directions. Aliash and Raymond won't look at me though, and soon enough Aliash asks the question everyone no doubt had on their minds. So, Tom. Yeah? You still haven't told us why we went to Coromino. Well, it's part of my investigation. Dude, please, stop with the bullshit. Tell us why you actually want to go there. I glance at Raymond, unsure if I should even mention his brother. Eli sounds kinda mad, and I guess I can't blame him. I messed up and ended up putting them in danger. I found a lead and needed to follow up on it. Okay, and what about those guys from earlier? I know that you recognized them from the way you were looking. And same question to you, by the way. The last part is directed at David. I don't know who he is, but he was at Anna's shop asking me where Otto was one time. Yeah, that's when I saw him too. All I know is that they're both loan sharks. Fucking great. Why are loan sharks interested in some ruins? Hey, calm down. No, we could have gone seriously hurt, or worse. Sorry guys, it was my fault. Tom was just trying to help me find my brother. He got lost when he tried to visit Coromino. Aliash falls silent, the fire in his glare fizzling out. Oh. He looks down on his lap, vacantly staring at his paws. Damn man, I'm sorry. We had no idea. Thanks for telling, Raymond. I'm sorry about your brother. I hope you find him. The hyena looks up and sighs deeply. I'm not mad at you, Raymond, but I wish that we have known about this before getting there. Sorry. I just thought it'd be easier if you didn't have to worry about it. But I realized you guys had every right to know what I was investigating. Especially since I got you involved. No worries. We're always here to help a young detective. I nod. Not quite feeling relieved, especially with Aliash still wearing that grumpy expression. I'll have to make it up to him properly sometime. With this topic out of the way, though, my thoughts return to what we saw. I have no idea how to handle the wolf situation, and Marcus will be livid if he finds out I went to Coromino. But I can't keep it hidden. The investigation is more important than our petty fights. If he benches me for this, well, it's not like I ever do what he asked me to anyway. Thank you, Aliash. David? Raymond's voice pulls me away from my thoughts as the car stops in front of the familiar motel. I wonder if Yakub is still awake. Or still in his room for that matter. Hey, no problem. Oh, and the fishing trip, are you up for it? Yes, I love that. Tom, thank you too for helping me. With a relaxed smile, Raymond hops out of the car. Sorry, give me a second. Having stepped out of the car, I run towards Raymond, who's about to enter the motel's entrance. Oh? The next words are harder to say than expected. Look, I am sorry. I really fucked up. Eh? For what? No need to say that, La. I'm glad we went there. Wait, really? Yeah. I see. And Marcus. What about him? Will you tell him about Coromino? I don't know. Well, he's the detective here, not me, so I guess I'll need to tell him what happened. Okay. Raymond senses my hesitation. There is the fact that his hands are tied. Do things within the law, you know, while I am not. I see. Anyway, it's getting late. I'll let you rest. Haha, you also, huh? Good night, Tom. Good night, Raymond. His smirked face is so adorable. I head back to the car. Damn, what a day. So what's the plan now? Wanna grab a beer? What do you mean? You're gonna drive Tom back home, and then me. Boring! How about a sleepover? David looks at me in the rearview mirror, wiggling his eyebrows. To be honest, I don't really feel like going home. Let's go! Alias just shakes his head. Huh. Great! Let's grab some drinks at the store and you can spend the night at my place. I'm too tired to argue. And to be honest, with how Dad is, I'd rather just hang out with David. How about you, bro? You know what? Maybe I should tag along. Who knows what you two will be up to next? What are you, my chaperone? Just ooh, new word, I think. Jabka? Jabka? Just drive. Jabka's gonna close in 30 minutes if you don't hurry. David grabs the microwave popcorn and bottle of soda we just bought and dashes to the front entrance. Meanwhile, Aliash and I help carry a few six-packs as we walk across the courtyard. Come on! While you're slowly crawling in there, I'm gonna go change. We're coming. Aliash and I exchanged glances. With everything that happened tonight, we're both tired, yet David is brimming with energy. It's been years since I last set foot in David's house. The place looks bigger than I remembered. I follow Aliash inside. David head toward the kitchen while I linger in the hallway. The three of us used to play around here a lot. When we were kids, David and I always pretended this was a big castle. Our base of operations, before heading out into the world for adventure. Mr. Brazoshek always yelled at us not to run around the house. Back then I thought he was such a grumpy man. But it was probably hard to focus on writing books with kids running amok in your house. I'm gonna prepare some snacks for our boys' nights. Aliash moves past me, heading towards the living room and throwing his jacket and hat on the sofa. While he gets comfortable on the couch, I give the room a quick glance, surprising how little has changed about this place. Tom, you alright? Oh, I'm fine. Just taking a trip down memory lane. Yeah, me too, I guess. Judging from the way he says it, Aliash is clearly not too happy to be back here. I want to cheer him up, but I'm not even sure what to say. What you did was stupid, you know. You gotta be more specific. I did a lot of stupid things today. I'm talking about Koamino. He fidgets in his seat, drumming his fingers against his knees. Hey, I've already apologized. I know, we're cool, but you can't blame me for still feeling a little annoyed. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a lot of things happening at once. Maybe I wasn't thinking clearly. I was angry at Marcus and my dad. And what did they do? Lying and hiding things about my mom from me? Sounds like something to be angry about. But you should have at least told us what you were up to. Yeah, you're right. Again, I'm sorry. It's just that we could have at least prepared better. Or, I don't know, picked a different day and just gone early in the morning? I can't argue with him there. I should have prepared before going there. Although we wouldn't have stumbled upon the wolf and his men there if I didn't rush it. And that just can't be a coincidence, can it? Ugh, it's pointless thinking about what-ifs now. Besides, dude, you got two fathers wanting what's best for you. Of course it's going to be frustrating. With that tease and smirk on his face, I can't help but groan. Bad jokes definitely run in the family. I lightly jab his shoulder. I'm not sure about my dad, but Marcus does care a lot. Sometimes too much, he can be real overbearing. Maybe he has a reason? You can be a handful, kitty, as demonstrated today. Har har. Maybe just tonight, I'd like to forget about all of my problems. And have fun with my two best friends. Well, one of my best friends. The other one, I'm still... So, are we gonna play some games or y'all wanna watch a movie? David pops into the room with 3 bags of fresh popcorn. Eat up! Sure if it's not poisoned? Yeah, could be. He trapped us in his basement so we can never leave. Why would I even want to trap my bro? Wait a second. David chuckles, wiggling his eyebrows as he heads back towards the hallway. Let me prepare the basement for Tom. Fuck off. Grinning, David disappears around the corner. After a moment, he comes back with a box full of sweets. So here's some dinkelhams, marams, and my favorite, Kinder. Of course it is. What? It's always a blast wondering what kind of toy you're gonna get. If Otto were here, he'd probably gobble them all up without hesitating. As for me, I don't feel like having anything sweet right now. Anyway, what's the tentative? David waves a plastic game box at us. I got this new game. Came out not too long ago. As an avid fan of the series, I yanked the game box from him. Hey! Persona 5. Oh my god, these are the moments that I wish I was streaming instead of recording. Because if chat was here, oh my god, Zed, Zed, this is insane. Oh god. Do you know how many times he has talked to me about Persona? And like, he always complained about the fan base, and he would complain about aspects of the game, especially the DLC. And every time I'm just like, and you want me to play this game? And then he'll be like, 3 is good, I swear. I'm like, listen, you're not selling a good case here for Persona. Anyway, let's continue. Persona 5? We're not watching you play a video game on a sleepover, dude. Nah, fine. What about spin the bottle? Or strip poker? Dude, your brother is here, what the fuck? Ew, hell no, thank you. Oh, Tom, speak to my mind. David, I don't think that's gonna turn out well, given that the two of you are related. Besides, there's no truth with David. He'll probably lie to us again. Hey, come on, I've been honest so far, and you know. I doubt that. I'm not sure if Aliash is just joking around. His demeanor suggests that he still has little trust for David. Wish I could keep up with my annoyance and anger. Truth is, I've been realizing that I missed him too much to stay angry for long. I need to steal the conversation away somehow, or this night will turn sour soon. How about we figure out the note we found Koamino? It beats whatever David has planned. David rolls his eyes. Way to ruin the mood, dude. I take the frayed piece of the document from my bag and hand it to David. He places it on the table. We gather around in silence, not wanting to interrupt David's concentration as he begins to parse through the faded words. Despite its ragged appearance, I hope this paper can lead us to a major breakthrough in our investigation. David reads the document title out loud. Apologies in advance to Ben and Armored for butchering different languages. I am sorry. Let's see. Sicherheits, Vorschriften, meaning security regulations. David continues reading the next line on the page. It says, in case of an emergency, loud sirens, immediately head to the underground bunkers. Interesting. Bunkers, huh? Like the one you got trapped in as a kid? Fuck off, somebody closed the door on me. That wasn't really a bunker anyway. More like a hole in the ground. I guess the only bunker there is near where the hospital used to be anyway. Did they keep anything down there? Most likely food supplies or medicine. Anything else you can read? That's all I can make out. Apart from the date and document number, the rest of the text has completely faded. I have no idea how it helps me yet, but I will figure it out. Thanks, David. Oh, you're making me blush. I'm starting to regret what I said. So what you're saying is we should prepare for another visit to Koamino? We? No, I've already put you in enough trouble. Because you weren't honest with us beforehand. Now that we know what to expect, we can prepare better. That sounds fun. Adventure awaits us once more. David begins to squeal like a hyperactive child. I quickly place my paw on his muzzle. There is no way we... I'm sorry, but no. So you're gonna do it alone? No, I'll tell Marcus about it. Makes sense, I guess. Wait, so what about the other bunkers then? Since the document mentioned multiple. I guess I meant the smaller ones like the ones I fell into? Well then, while Marcus and the police checked out the one under at the hospital, we just sneaked back into the admin building to see what we can find. I mean, that wolf guy's clearly up to something there. True, good thinking. Someone has to, in our family. Fuck you. That'll be riskier. I don't want to come across those people again. Aliash pauses to think for a moment. Want to check out the town hall? That's right. They could have something in there about Koamino. I think it still keeps some old documents and town newspapers of Sipnivo. It's part of the town's historical preservation efforts. And how do you know this? Dad always took me there when he needed to do some research for his writing. Such a daddy's boy. Like you weren't glued to mom and granddad. I don't think I could be daddy's boy while hanging out with mom and granddad. Ugh, whatever. David sits out his tongue at Aliash. Guys, did you not? Sorry. Aliash's suggestion might be a good lead, if there weren't any complications. I guess that's something at least. What time does the town hall open? From 9 to 4. I got work in the morning, but I should be free in the afternoon if you want me to tag along. Same. Can't you just skip work? Isn't this way more important? Nah, I can't. Yeah, sorry for not sucking up to Granddad more to make sure I'd be rich. Looking annoyed now, David returns the note back to me and slumps on the couch. Aliash, noticing my silence, grabs the remote and turns on the TV. Alright, how about just a movie or two? I sit in the movie idea. So, what kind of movie are we going for? David strolls through the movie collection, asking us about different horror movies we want to watch. Maybe a comedy? By the end of the list, we have 6 horror movies lined up for the night. I don't think we'll get through more than one, but... How about Beefy the Vampire Batslayer? Get the fuck out. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I can't. Oh god. You mean the TV show? No, the movie. It's a classic. Yeah, I don't mind. Could be funny. But David, it's a horror comedy. You sure you can handle the horror part? I can. Really, scaredy boy? I can't help but chuckle. Pfft, not in movies. Oh my god, the cutest! This is a cute CG! In the end, we settle on Beefy and go from there. As the movie plays, David and I laugh at the protagonist's shenanigans and witty dialogue. Never expected buff wolf guy being a bass to be so entertaining. Aliash, meanwhile, hides his face with a pillow during one of the scary scenes. Oh my god. Or spills popcorn on the floor. I thought you weren't scared so easily, Eli. I just hate jump scares. Ha, glad you didn't faint at least. I'm gonna kick your ass, little bro. You can try. Aliash grabs a handful of popcorn and throws it at David. Hey, you deserve that. Don't waste good popcorn. You can eat it off me, I'll allow it. I feel like it would be cleaner eating it off the floor. Oh my god, I noticed that this CG kind of gives the semblance of hair for Tom, because notice that like in all the other CGs, like he has like tufts of fur hanging down, but this one, it's a lot more defined, like you can see the visible hairline. He looks really cute. He throws a pillow at me before we all burst into laughter. For the first time in quite some time, I feel such a pure sense of delight. It's nice to let go of everything, even if just for a second. Not that all of my worries have vanished, but maybe, just for tonight, I'd like to pretend that now is the only thing that matters. Spending time with my friends like we used to do. I love him. After everyone falls asleep, I can't help but think of Marcus. I want to stay mad at him for lying to me. Yet as I glance at my phone, the hating sense of guilt grips my heart. He's probably worried sick by now. I guess I should at least tell him that I'm okay. At David's place. We'll be staying there for the night. Tom, where have you been? Out. I'll tell you later. We were worried. We? Well, your dad asked where you were. I told him maybe you're with your friends. I'll come to the office tomorrow and explain everything. Alright, just glad that you're safe. I fade to sleep pretty quickly after that. I yawn and rub my eyes. No, that's not an excuse. It takes a moment for the room to come back into focus. Oh god, I could really use a few extra minutes of sleep. I glance out the slightly open window as the morning breeze hits me. I don't know what else you want me to say. You wanted the truth, didn't you? It doesn't mean I won't get mad. They probably think they're not loud enough to wake me up, yet I can clearly hear the brothers' voices coming from the kitchen. Not sure if it's a good idea for me to barge into their family drama first thing in the morning. Though I can't help but wonder what had transpired. It was all fine last night. Despite my better judgment telling me not to prod, I quickly get dressed and head to the kitchen. Morning. Tom, hey! David greets me with a forced smile, feigning a casual tone. Sorry, did we wake you up? No, it's fine. Aliash turns away from us to look out the window, arms crossed. He doesn't even acknowledge me. Is this a bad time? With a sigh, Aliash finally turns to me and sits on a chair on the opposite side, dropping his fingers on the table. I only now notice a letter sitting there in front of him, and after a moment, he wordlessly slides it my way. Not me reading this quietly like I know what the fuck it says. It's written in German, though I recognize the name in the signature. I slide it back to Aliash. I can't read this, bitch. Can you imagine if he said that? A letter from your mom? What does it say? I found this today. I didn't understand what it said either, so David explained it to me. David, tell Tom what it says. Do you think it's a good idea? Yes, tell him what you told me. Hey, it's fine. I shouldn't be prying into your family's business. No, it's more than that. Insane is what it is. I looked at David, waiting for him to say something. It's clear as day that it's a struggle for him. Yeah? I never planned on coming back. That's the truth. What do you mean? I must have misheard, right? I'm still barely awake after all. Of course you didn't. Fuck! You wouldn't even bother reaching out to us again if it weren't for that fucking letter. Aliash paces across the kitchen, his fists clenched. He doesn't even look at David anymore. David, on the other hand, looks straight at me, his lower lip jutting out slightly as his pupils dilate. I'm trying my hardest to think of something to say, but only a single word comes out. Why? Back in Germany, I guess I just accepted that you and Aliash would have hated me. I had a life there. I met new people and was about to get a well-paying job. I was content. Mom was always my priority. I'd be content too if I was living off Granddad's money. I can imagine how easy it was for you to forget us. Hold on just a second. David doesn't flinch at Aliash's remarks. Instead, he keeps looking right at me, as if he's trying to earn my sympathy, yet all it does is make my blood boil even more. Why does he lie? Again and again? When we talked at Grubeniechvich, you asked me for the truth. I didn't exactly tell you everything. I made the choice to support my mother, and it was easier to cut off my past because it hurt less that way. I'm clenching my fists now too. I feel like punching him, forcing him to take back what he's just said. You wanna just forget about us? It could have never been that easy. We've been through so much. No, but despite my best attempts, I still couldn't forget about you two. No matter how much stupid stuff I did in Germany, you guys never left my mind even for a second. Cut the bullshit. You thought we'd never find out, and that's why you lied. No, I was gonna tell you. But at some point after seeing Tom again, I got scared. So Granddad gave you his blessing, his money, and sent you back. He did. He asked me to check on the house to make sure that you and Dad were doing alright. More lies. Granddad never cared about me or Father, and we're just fine without him. And I don't want anything from him or you. A whirlwind of emotions rages inside me, before the confusion and anger morph into a simmering disappointment. I look at David. His pathetic face feels like the perfect target for my fist right now. Instead, I take a deep, deliberate breath. Sitting down, I lean on the kitchen counter. I don't want to believe he'd do this, but he finally told the truth, right? Okay, so let me ask again. The same question I asked you on the first day. Why did you come back? The truth this time. And if you lie, I'll never, ever want to see you again. Aliash nods at me, then looks back at David. For a long moment, the hyena says nothing. And while I can see Aliash's anger building again, I give David the time to compose himself in his thoughts. With Aliash's stare bored into David, I doubt it's easy. I came back because my mom asked me to. Huh? She wrote to me from the hospital because in recent months, I wasn't even allowed to see her anymore. So, what exactly did the letter say? David stares at the letter before he starts speaking again. She wrote, people close to me will really need me. And that Sipnovo is changing, but not for the better. Wait, not to be rude, but how would she know that? I don't know, but I wanted to believe it. Maybe I was lying to myself, thinking there was something I really had to do. That sounds insane. You came here on the whims of a madwoman. Whoa! Well then, Maybe it does, but when I came back, I learned that people are going missing. That Tom's mom was missing. David clutches his mom's letter. It sounds insane, yet given everything that's been happening since the past few days, I don't know what to believe anymore. If only you actually came here out of your own free will. But no. And what if she writes for you to come back? Gonna disappear without a trace? I just drop everything here and leave again? Eli, please. No! Both of you fucking left me here. No contact, nothing. You think I wanted to stay here for the rest of my life? Working a shitty job? With a father who doesn't give two shits about anything but himself? I don't know, you seemed happy to stay. Aliash pinches his forehead in disbelief. Because I'm not someone who just leaves everything behind. You? You know what? I'm out of here. Sorry about this. See you around, Tom. Aliash walks past me without a word. Aliash? He doesn't respond as he storms out of the house. Neither David nor I say anything. He quietly folds the letter and puts it away in his pocket. I understand Aliash's furious reaction. They're family. My own anger is simmering inside, although it's nowhere near as bad as what Aliash seems to be feeling. At least David is finally being honest, even if I can't believe the only reason for our reunion was this letter from a mentally ill woman. It's kind of giving. Not because he missed us, not because he wanted to reconnect, but just one letter. What? Oh my god. It's a linear story, so it's not like choosing one of these is going to affect the story in any way. Well, it's probably going to affect the context. You know, I'm gonna stay with David. I want to know what's gonna happen. Like, I want to know what happens. Because we're gonna be missing some great context if we leave him right now. Are you gonna leave now too? Do you want me to leave? No. I fucking should. David hangs his head, but doesn't argue. I really should leave. Eli probably had the right idea. But the wrong bitch! Even if part of me feels relieved, he finally told us the truth. Of course, that's what I thought the last time too. So is this really everything? The real reason you came back? Yeah, I mean... Look, Tom, I knew it wouldn't be easy to see you guys again. Really? Not easy? Poor you. I didn't mean... You've no idea how shitty it felt to lose you like that. Again, the hyena hangs his head. At least he has the sense to not continue throwing himself a pity party. I sigh, sitting down at the kitchen table. Rubbing my temples, I looked up to look at him. Why even bother seeing me? Your grandfather just asked to check on the house. You could have done that and left without me ever knowing you were here. I couldn't do that. Especially not after learning about your mom. You know, all these years, you could have just been talking to me. If visiting CienieVN was such an ordeal, you didn't have to. You'd have known I went to Warsaw. We could have seen each other there. Or, fuck, I could have visited you in Germany. But no. I guess it was easier to cut off your past, huh? I'm sorry. Feeling that if I stay here, my anger might explode, I hop off the chair and motion to leave. David catches my arm. Wait, Tom, just let me explain, please. What for? You could have explained everything before you left. Yeah, I should have. I know I was fucking stupid, and afterwards, after some time passed, I thought you'd be too angry to listen to anything. I jerked my hand free from his grasp. You'd be right. You don't know how bad Mom has gotten, Tom. I couldn't just leave her there. Grandpa is old too. He can't do much for her, and I couldn't just let her be surrounded by strangers. Eli said himself he wouldn't simply leave. It's not like I could have let Mom come back to CienieVN even if she wanted to. I'm not mad about that. I'd give anything to be with my mom now too. In fact, I understand. You'll have to go back to her. I don't know yet, but I realized I have been stupid then and I didn't want to make the same mistake. And you thought lying to me and Eli would solve the problem? I told you I was going to explain, even if Eli hadn't found the letter. Besides, I didn't have to tell him what it was in it, but I did. A sigh escapes me. Despite myself, I believe him when he says the reason he lied was because he was afraid of how we'd react. I hate that some part of me is still happy to have him back. How are you going to resolve this with Eli? Think you might be done with your shit? I've no idea, but I'm sure he'll hear me out after he cools down a bit. Are you? Am I what? Done with my shit? I stare at him, bemused. Yes, David, I'm pretty fucking done with your shit. But I'm giving you a last chance. Cut the shit out. Don't lie to us again. I'm not. I promise. Sighing, I sit down again. I'm starting to get peckish. Could use something to eat. David's ears poke up as his short tail twitches nervously. Oh yeah? I'd be happy to make something. You, rich boy, can you even make toast? You'd be surprised. He laughs, and I try to force a smile, even as the thought of what else David could be hiding floats around in my head. For now, I'm going to choose to trust him, and hope I won't regret it. I know it's a dumb question, but why? Why what? Why did you decide to stay? I wanted to hear the truth. I'm glad you did. And given everything happening today, I thought I shouldn't shut you out too. Did you shut out someone else? Well, my dad, obviously, but he kinda deserves it. I see. Sadly, I can't help you with that. I can't even come up with a decent advice. As an expert on shutting people out, I really don't know a better way than just reaching out. Uh-huh. Hey, it worked for me, didn't it? You're still here, talking to me. Don't take it as me forgiving you. We're far from done with this conversation. Yeah. Besides, it's not really the same. My dad has always been there, being his miserable self. That's not a good thing. He never tried to fix his life. Not for my mom, not for me. Well, if you ever get tired of him, you've got a place here. Living in a big house like this alone can be boring. He looks away, his next words spoken in a quieter voice. I was hoping Aliash would, you know? But now... Well, it's not like you will actually be living here. I don't know that yet, Tom. There's things I need to do. For Mom. But that aside... He pokes my belly. So, what would you like to eat? Well, I don't know. Pancakes? Oh my god. And with that, I'm challenged to a cooking contest to see who can make the better pancakes. Is he eating the raw pancake batter? That shit has eggs in it, dude. That shit has eggs and uncooked flour. Have fun with the salmonella poisoning. It's enough to take my mind off the argument, at least. It'll be a hard-fought battle, or so I thought. It could even be an easy victory. Instead, we just end up playing around like fools, trying to see who can flip them higher with the longest airtime without dropping. One of my discs stuck to the ceiling. Whoops. I don't think that will ever fall down. I guess you win then. I don't know how long it goes on. I lose track of the time. After making 2 pancake towers, we devour our breakfast and get to clean it up. Looks like I'll be late for work again. Finally done, David walks me to the door. So, is going to the town hall still in the cards? Oh, right. I guess? Yeah, that could be fun. Fun, huh? Well, maybe at the town hall around 2 p.m.? Will do. See you, Tom. And thank you. Sighing again, I give him a slight smile and head out. Talk to you later. Oh, he's so hot. Anyway, oh no, I have to stop it right. I have to stop it right there. I have to stop right there. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm trying to do this thing where I don't release gameplays that are too long because I feel like that might turn people off. Plus, I want to preserve as much of this build as I possibly can. I'm curious as to how Aliash and David are gonna reconcile. Aliash especially, because he was fucking pissed. And now we get to see what the fuck happened with Marcus in the next playthrough, so thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you want to watch more of me playing Cienie, I'll leave the playlist of all of my videos about Cienie in the description below. And I'll even link the actual visual novel in the description below so you can play for yourself and go support Cienie. Go support Team Cienie, go support Ben and Armored, the creators of this game, and go support everyone who has worked on this game. If you want to see more of me, I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky you can follow. The link will also be in the description below. And if you liked what you see, you can go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you're really interested. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!